Hello, Aquarius. It's Lynn from Tinker Tarot and Cartomancy, and I'm here to do your March 2025 reading. Now, I posted 6 videos, the first 6 readings I did, and someone had commented, "Oh, you're back." But what has happened is I was gifted a new laptop, and it was state of the art. But it was so state of the art that I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't figure out how to make a video and post it. So I had to do everything live. So my videos for like at least a year I have been here, but my videos have been in the live portion because it goes videos, playlist, live, thing at the top, and you have to click on the live and you'll see all my videos. Anyway, I just wanted to kind of say that because I think people have, because I haven't been doing posted videos, don't see me, out there. Anyway, I've been here this whole time. So I've got it laid all out here, Aquarius. So, first of all, I want to say we're in March right now. And March is the third month, which is a 3, which means things are going to be moving ahead at this point. You could have been kind of not in a limbo, but almost in uh, a haze, okay, in a haze in a way, and focusing on something in your life, and that. But anyway, now is the time to move. March is the time to start putting efforts in and maybe having some work to do and moving things forward. It's also the birth. The spring equinox is this month, or the fall if you're living down under. But it's a time for renewal. Things come back to life, regeneration. We all get spring fever, that energy, want to get out and do things. And spring is when we start getting our first nourishment. And so it's also about the body. It's a Pisces Aries season. So in the Pisces part of it, it's about the body, it's about cleansing, it's about the fluids. You got to stock up on fluids. Um, it's about getting some movement in, and sleep. You may feel very sleepy because you're regenerating. That's Pisces season. You're coming out of the hibernation, but you're getting that last, caught up on your sleep because you're about to be on the move, okay? Creating new things, starting new relationships, and a lot of new things coming to life. So, and it's Mars rules Aries, so we're going from the feet to the head. Pisces rules the feet, Mars rules the head. So big transition, big kind of switch around of our focus mid-month. And so anyhow, let me get to the reading here. So I've got a few decks of cards here. This is the Druidcraft Tarot. And these are the cards up here that jump out. When I'm shuffling, they jump out and they're indicators to me to stop shuffling, and tells about the underlying energy. And in your underlying energy, you have the Tower and the Three of Pentacles. So the Tower suggests that something's falling apart, okay, right before your very eyes. And there's no stopping it. It could be a shock to you. You didn't expect it. It could be things just going wrong, that sort of thing. But it requires you to put in some focused effort at this time. You need to focus and concentrate and work at something, like get your ducks in a row kind of thing after this event. And you're very good at that, being organized and, getting everything just so. It could have something to do with finances, some finances that come out of this situation. Um, and it's also a situation, this is the Seven of Wands, and it's kind of the fight or flight card. Am I going to stay and stand up for myself and push for the right thing, or I'm going to say, you know what, this isn't worth it. Am I ever going to get anywhere? Am I always going to be fighting? I don't know if I'm up for this. So you're kind of like not sure. And I think at first you stand up for yourself and what is right. You're trying to make things right somehow, okay? And you could be in a leadership position somehow, but other people want it a different way, and you're always having to fight and argue with them. And after a while, I think you're thinking, you know what, I'm not into this anymore, I'm not doing it. So you could just walk away from the whole business. In your recent past, up here, this top line, you have, so, you know, again, this is a transition time for you. You're looking to bring, I think, new relationships into your life. You're looking also, there's a part of you that has an outpouring of love to give. However, you may need a little break for that, from that transition, to go from one to the other, from day to night, so to speak. Here you are, the King of Swords, or this could be someone around you, but it looks like someone is unwilling to share, is withholding. This guy is putting everything he's got, all of his earnings, everything he's got, into this chest, saving for this sunny day here. You know, sometimes this is money, sometimes this is how we think or feel, but it's withholding something, okay? And this is either you or an air sign or someone around you who's being very strategic and using the facts and the paperwork and everything to get what they want. However, this also might be you. You're having to be strategic, having to deal with details. This is very much about details, okay? Um, you may have already, or may be thinking about, um, taking some sanctuary time for yourself. You might get away, you might travel, you might just shut off the phone for a week. Anyway, you need a cleansing time. See, she's wearing this white robe. It's a sign of purity within ourselves. And the falcon is, we only communicate by falcon. So not exactly engaging with people, needing that time to yourself, because you're trying to love yourself. Again, like, love begins with ourself, and treating ourselves kindly, being good to ourselves, taking that time, taking care of ourselves, because pentacles are very much about the body too. So anyway, because I think you're ready for something new emotionally in your life. And here in the world and the high priestess, like, two really big cards, right? The world suggests it's an end of an era, the end of a chapter. You're ready to begin a new chapter, and it's all over the place here, that something's happening, something big in your life. And the high priestess says, just use your instincts, what feels right, use your gut. Sometimes facts and details and stuff are good, which is the way you normally operate. But this is asking you now to focus more on what feels right and timing. There's a time and a place for everything. And the high priestess just doesn't do it. She's not random. She's not random. She's precise, okay? She waits for the strongest day of the full moon to perform her ritual. She doesn't do it just any Saturday. So it's the right timing, okay? And I think there's a part of you that knows this is right. It's also suggesting a new moon here, too. Something about the new moon. It will be the right time, or what that's when you'll get the feeling that this has coming to an end. It either has ended the situation, or it's coming to an end. This is it, okay? In the present, you have the Eight of Cups and the Moon. And this is where I think you walk away from this situation where you're like, okay, I've tried, I've tried, and it's not working, so I'm moving on. And you may not make a big announcement about this either. You might be thinking, nah, I'm just gonna fade away and do my own thing. There's some sort of confusion. A lot of people are talking, or um, have a vested interest in the situation in some way, and you're not sure who to listen to, what to do, how to please everybody, sort of thing. So I think you think, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. So you may bow out of something, okay? And the dead center of your reading, this is right in the center of it all, is the Mother and the Death card. So this is kind of strong for some of you. For some of you, your mother or grandmother, there could be a death in the family, an ending, or an ending of a relationship with this person. It seems like and death is a transition card too, because something is removed or we cut something out of our lives. This could be a person you're cutting out of your life, because like I said, you're realizing that something needs to change. um, Also too, this might be a time, like I said, with the purity, the Knight of Pentacles, where you find yourself on your own, doing things on your own for yourself, or and I don't think you're really feeling alone. I think you're discovering yourself, kind of. But anyway, this, at a time of growth, which March is, and spring, there's something that you need to, or leaves your life, so that the new horizon can happen, so you can go to the new direction for you, okay? And then you have the High Priest. So you have both the High Priest and the High Priestess, both of these cards. This is very strong. So these two people, the High Priest and the High Priestess, have learned all the lessons in all of the suits. They've mastered them. They've been through relationships. They've been through, deceit and lies, and figuring out communication and the truth. And they've probably had businesses, um, dealt with people in the business world, learned about the body. You're a kind of Jack or Jill of all trades, master of none. I think that when you go researching, want to learn about something, you learn about it all, and you really keep going with it. But these are the two masters here, okay? And they've learned everything. And so, or these are the two masters, I should say. So here's the High Priest. The High Priest is ready to evolve now to a new level, which makes sense with all this stuff going on. You may start working for not a company, but an industry of some sort. Like, it could be a big thing, it could be government, it could be like a school or a hospital or something like that, some sort of big institution. That's what I want to say, institution. There's part of you that doesn't want to. You're not sure if that's what you want to do, because there's part of you who likes to stay independent and maybe be your own boss, perhaps. Like you go in that direction, but there's something here you're not seeing. Okay, there's something in the communication or something that you missed, because there it's a choice, one way or the other. And there's something here you're not wanting to see in a way, because then we have to recognize it. We have to say, oh, that, yeah, I got to talk about that. But we've been avoiding it because, so there's something here with the high priest. Now, the high priest is about our spirituality level, leveling up spiritually. Sometimes the high priest is a counselor, a priest, someone in a spiritual teaching position, because the high priest is very much a teacher, as well as, so is the high priestess. She's a teacher as well. But there, there's something you don't want to hear in what this person or what this next level has to offer you. Okay. And I think that's temporary. That's temporary. In the end of March, maybe the last week and a half or so, you have the Hanged Man and the Three of Swords. So the Hanged Man, again, is motionless, is stalled, feels that they can't do or say anything. They can't act in a situation. But again, the Hanged Man can only see this view in front of him. He can't see all this over there and all that over there. His view is here. It's tunnel vision, kind of, in a way, okay? And so we need to broaden our view, be more objective, look at all, because there's more than one solution to every problem. There's all kinds of possibilities. So in the Hangman, this is something, again, we need to sacrifice, we need to let go of, give up. It could be a belief, it could be an attitude, it could be a habit or behavior, but there's something we need to let go of in order to pursue new growth. Uh, um, Enlightenment, in a way. Like the Hanged Man is kind of the way to enlightenment. We open our mind more. And there's a situation you're in, you feel helpless. You feel like you can't do anything. Your hands are tied, so to speak. But there, and it's to do with could be a possible triangle situation with other people who don't agree, could be lying or holding secrets or being deceitful in some way. And you feel like there's nothing you can do about it. What are you going to do? Um, so there also could be suspicion, because the moon, which is just above this, causes confusion. You're not sure who to listen to, who to believe here. And it just, so one of the suggestions is to go back here to the King of Swords, get your facts, the facts. What do I see in front of me? What have I seen? So stick with the facts. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles and Judgment. So the Ten of Pentacles is completion of some sort of cycle. This could do with your family. This could do with your career, something that you've been working on, put a lot of time into, and now you're ready to start a new cycle. Sometimes it indicates boredom in something that you've been doing or involved with, or people you've involved it with. Um, you are successful when you come out of this. There could be some sort of financial reward in some way for the work you've done, but you are ready to move on and create something new, right? You have the confidence now, as well, because you've been through this whole cycle already. And with Judgment, the Judgment says that you're ready to come out of the cave, you've faced your skeletons in the closet, You're ready to be reborn. There's so many cards of rebirth here at the time of rebirth, and you're being called to something else. There's something else calling you. You may not know exactly what it is, but it's not where you are, what you're doing now. Okay, this big change. So again, the Death card. And this Death card is along with the Ten of Wands. So the Ten of Wands is really about a responsibility, something that we've been working on or responsible for a long time. It's something we've been carrying on our back. And sometimes it's oppression in a way. You feel oppressed. You feel like it's too much work, and you're exhausted at this point. You want to lay this down. So a 10 beside a 10. Completion. Cycle completed. All right? With the Death card, cycle completed. And in this Death card in the Druid craft, you see the crone. The crone is up in the mountain cave and is miserable. It's miserable because he is living a life he doesn't want anymore. He really is looking out to that, see that sanctuary? This is a sanctuary way over here in the distance, and the new horizon, the sun coming up. He's looking over there and really wanting to live that life. But yet, he doesn't take any steps towards the door, you know? And so with the Death card, it's saying it's time. It's time to start walking towards the door, open it, step out the door, take one step toward your new horizon, your sanctuary, what you think is where you belong, kind of where you belong now. You've been in this cave feeling like crap, not happy, you know, overburdened, probably too, and just dying up there in that cave or whatever it is. So really longing for your new life. However, there's something that needs cut out. Change. You need to let go of something, leave it behind. Something gets left behind, perhaps, some sort of change like that, because it's, there's 10, ending. Hanged Man again is saying sacrifice something. You're going to feel better. You're going to be lifted by this. It's not something that you're going to miss. I don't think you're going to miss this, whatever it is you have to let go of, at least in the Hangman, because because when we're in the crone in the tower, we keep ourselves there. No one's keeping us there. We're not a prisoner. We're a prisoner to ourselves. So we don't allow ourselves the freedom. We don't of thought, of movement. There could have been a responsibility, like I said, with the Ten of Wands, holding you there, and you kept delaying your plans, what you wanted to do because of this other thing or something like that. That was your excuse or something. And but I think the time has come. Something big has changed here. Something's ended. Definitely something's ending with the tower, the world, the death, the judgment. It's rebirth big time here for you. All right. And it's the right time because I think you devoted yourself to whatever this is. I think you really did devote yourself, and it feels like too much work, something like that. Okay. So in the cartomancy, oh, I forgot to tell you, these cards are the Morgan Greer tarot, and I really like them. I've always been attracted to them when I've seen other people reading them, and I thought, oh, I gotta get those. There's just something about them that is calling me, drawing me to them. And then these are the cartomancy. This is the regular playing cards. This deck is the really old kind, a gift from a viewer, and friend in Luxembourg. And she brought them to me, gave them to me. And I've been reading these for about 20 years. So these read very differently than the tarot, but some things are still the same. 10 of clubs. So this could be a business that you're changing. Also, you could be moving residences. That's a possibility. You could be moving in with someone, partnering up in something new, collaborating for sure. This could be a meeting about money that you're having to attend because a cycle has ended, a job has ended, where you're living has ended, something's come to an end, okay? And again, it's something that you put work into, but now there's going to be a meeting, perhaps about talking about money, negotiating something, and it could be with the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords could be yourself or another person. She is single, not by choice. She's widowed, separated, or divorced. To be in that position, there could be some hurt feelings, resentment. She could carry some negative feelings right now because of what she's went through. She had good reason, but sometimes she's hard to negotiate with. Okay, very straightforward. And then the Queen of Diamonds. The Queen of Diamonds I usually see as the older lady. She's mature. She's at least over 50, if not more. She could be the mother figure, the great aunt, the grandma, someone who we would go to for guidance and support. So this could be about this woman, or it has to do with this woman, like, some sort of meeting perhaps between these two women to negotiate something. So there you go. Okay, I got to put on my other glasses because the writing. Now, this is the Lenormand, and then this is new. I've just brought this out this month, so I don't know them perfectly. But I got to bring out my supersonic glasses to see what they say. Um, yeah, so the Stork talks about travel, moving, moving on to something new. You're not going to stay where you are. This is going to change. So there's a bit of an indication to me that you might be moving residences from where you are. You're moving somewhere else. There's a possibility there. I think that it's time. You're ready for whatever reason. And then there's some sort of celebration here. This bouquet could be a celebration of some sort of good news, like it could be about moving, is the good news, or this is also the stork, too, don't forget. And the stork brings news of little ones as well. So there could be some sort of something to celebrate, it seems like. And then the dog is about a loyal and true friend, companion, perhaps. And this celebration could have to do with this companion, this loyal relationship. Um, and then the lady. You know, so these kind of go together with me, for me, a little bit, the dog and the lady. So the lady, I think, has good insight. She has good insight. She can read people, you know, and she can tell, um, like, you can tell when someone's lying. You can tell, read a situation really good. And whoever this person um, is going to be a good friend, or is a good friend, is loyal. They always are there for you, or this is going to be you, Aquarius, okay? You want to be, because you could be a loyal friend. You could be the one that has really good instinct, can see a situation or people and can read it really well. You have good radar and can tell you what something's worth. This person can tell you the value of a person or a place or a thing or whatever. But like I said, this person is, um, a friend, loyal, honest, and true. All right. A good, definitely someone good to have on your side. So there could be something, you could be developing a new friendship, meeting someone who you find has all these character traits, or this is what you're developing, oops, in yourself. You're developing this in yourself, about your relationships, because I feel like you do need some time alone. You need kind of a break to re energize and figure it out what it is you want, and then I think you're going to be seeking others, that connection. You're working on yourself right now with the Ace of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles, this is very self focused. We're proud of what we've been able to accomplish. We've been able to build something, get so far in life, have some value to what there could be ownership. You could own something, or it could have been what you've worked on, what you've created. But it also is a real sense of self here, developing the self, loving the self, raising a new cup to start loving relationships. All right. But first, it starts with the self, and the Nine of Pentacles is very much about the self, not everybody else. I got to just focus on me. Who am I? What do I want? Where am I going? Because you're ready to start a new chapter, to change things up. That's for sure. So, very, very interesting, Aquarius. Um, there is a strong indication you're moving, like I said. You up there when I said withholding something, you also could be stashing money away, saving up for something that rainy day, or whatever your sunny day is it could be another place, it could be another car, or it's something, it represents something to you, what you're saving up for, okay? um there's something going on with a mother figure here. It's the relationship can move forward if you or they are willing to give something up. There's something that needs to not be in your life in some way. And then I think this relationship can grow and thrive. Okay. And yeah, um, not everybody is going to agree with how you think it should go, or the way you think it should be. You could be the boss and the one dictating how everything's going to be, and they're like, no, 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 no. And maybe after a while you're thinking, okay, you take it, you take the lead, because you may step away from that place of responsibility because it's not worth it to you anymore. And at the same time as this big change, this big transition's happening with you too, right? So anyway, Aquarius, you'll have to let me know. I'd love to hear in the comments if this resonates for you. I want to say happy St. Patrick's Day. I also want to say the reason I'm back on video is my son set me up with some new technical gadgets. Because again, I'm not technical at all. So he got me a microphone, and he got me a webcam. And the issue I was having with the videos is that my volume, I didn't have any volume and for my voice, and I was having a real problem there. So I had to start using this other laptop, which I still don't know completely how to work. It's a total different mechanism. But anyway, so thank you, my son, for your gift. It's really working out good. Thank you. All right, I'll see you guys later and take care and happy equinox. Bye now.